What's up, everyone?
What's up, everyone?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Testing 1 2 3. Can anyone hear me?
Testing 1 2 3. Can anyone hear me?
The sound good?
The sound good?
Can anyone hear me in the chat?
Can anyone hear me in the chat?
Why is there an echo?
Why is there an echo?
Test. So,
Hello, can you all hear me? Or is there still an echo? Having some issues. Okay, so now we're currently having a 95 point. I can't see the chat at the moment, guys, so I'm just going to go first. Later, you all can ask your questions. So we're now currently having a market cap of 95.8 billion, and our 24-hour volume is 2.1 billion in terms of market cap. The BTC dominance now is 47.5. So if you're noticing that Bitcoin is currently range bound, so if we switch, right? Let's see now. Okay, so I guess you all can see the chart as of now. Yeah, it seems the stream is like cutting, guys, so it must be an internet connection. Like I said, I'm streaming from Singapore, so it's not as fantastic if you guys are in America. I've already selected the US, the server from Singapore. I can't select the US server. Okay, so right, so BTC, as you can see, has very thin volume, day-to-day volume. And if you look at the charts at the moment, okay, if you look at the charts at the moment, it's very range bound. This is the 1 hour candle, and we are experiencing the fact that it's going to be range bound for the time being. Say you're looking at BTC at 2678, and the range is about until maximum 2900. Okay, so if no one is going to dump BTC. Okay, if you dump BTC now, that's going to be the biggest mistake. All right, because the miners have already signaled BIP 91. So if you're already signaling for BIP 91, means that August the 1st, they're gonna just lock in SegWit, and everything is gonna run as per normal. Now I understand there's gonna be BCC, which is Bitcoin Cash, I think. Okay, so you expect BTC going up after. I expect it to go up after. Okay, I expect BTC to go up after the whole network uncertainty, because now there's also minor interest in BCC. I think BCC is basically allowing them to have control of the overall Bitcoin. I guess it's another split within, but it's definitely separate from the main Bitcoin. So these are the differences in the miner, having differences between the miners and the developers. Okay, so try to understand one thing. BIP 91 is a compromise. Okay, so if BIP 91 is a compromise, they just have to push forward so that the network will not have the unnecessary uncertainty. The uncertainty is just basically transitioning from whatever it is right now to activating SegWit. Is it true F is gonna break out? Okay, let's look at F. Fine, let's look at F. I think you all read articles that Ethereum has the potential of breaking out. Now, that's a media article. Ultimately, because it got smashed so bad from all the ICOs, as you can see, right, it's consolidating with okay, let me just load my chart. Okay, let me just load my chart. I drew this chart yesterday. Okay, so I drew this chart yesterday. If you guys can see, it's a bit laggy, so give it a second. I'm not sure whether you're displaying it. Wow. Okay, is it even showing? Okay. Wow, it's delayed. Can you guys see the drawn chart, or you guys can't see the drawn chart? Okay. Why is it delayed? Wait, let me see. Okay, so you guys can probably by now see the chart. I think I'm not sure why is there a delay on the screen. So okay, so as you can see, right, there's a bullish pennant forming. Okay, this is the current. It kind of is falling a little bit out of the bullish pennant, but nonetheless, it still looks like it might break out. So of course, breakouts can be both to the bottom or to the top. Now, if you happen to see it break down, okay, thank you so much. Yes, okay, good. So as you can see, right, if it breaks out, your first TP level would be 245.7. That's the first initial resistance. So 245.77. And then after that, the next take profit level or resistance level, depending on whether you're trading Ethereum or you want to hold Ethereum, will be at 279. Now, I think the most important thing is to understand that the top 4 cryptocurrencies, right, will eventually see increase when this whole network uncertainty has been solved. If the network uncertainty is still there, there's a 15-second delay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Archie. So I'm not sure how to remove that at the moment, but it's okay. So the most important thing, as long as you can hear me, then no sound. Okay, that's on your side, bro. Okay, so now, as I was saying, right, if you want to see, if you're looking at buying Ethereum, right, there's 2 levels: 216, which is the conservative level, and 230. Now 230 is extremely aggressive. 216 would be a better level if you're seeing that the fact that, okay, the volume is now very thin. Okay, this is a 1-day candle. All right, so the volume is very, very thin. I mean, there is a possibility of a sell down back to the 215, 216 region. So that's why I put the buy order there. And you guys can obviously, I think some of you are still holding USD Tether. So that's why I looked at this chart instead of everything else. So this is the play. Okay, there's a huge potential for it to at least recover and break past. Now, if it breaks past these 2 resistance levels, naturally we're going to see back to the good old 300, possibly even 400 Ethereum. Now, there are factors that I have in mind, which is, of course, when is Metropolis going to be out? I think it's not going to be out until anywhere from end of the year to maybe 2018. I think that is possible. Okay, so let's just be a little bit more patient and see how it goes for those who are holding Ethereum. Now, the next chart I want to talk about is ETC. So let it load. Yeah, it's definitely my internet connection, guys, because it's actually fast, but don't forget I'm probably streaming to a US server. So, you know, just the way it is, right? So just be a little bit patient. Okay, so I've already switched screens. Thank you, David. I do my best. So it's like I said, it's okay, wait, I think it's still lagging. Okay, so now we are on ETC. So let's see now. ETC. ETC, I'm gonna go to the 1-day candles. Oh wait, this is on Poloniex. I'm gonna be switching to Poloniex because Bittrex just listed ETC USD Tether, so the chart is a little bit inaccurate. Oh, nice. Okay, so it comes up right away for you. Okay, cool. Right. So okay, now ETC, right? The problem with ETC right now is that it has this huge range. Okay, it has this huge range. So you're looking from anywhere from 1389, okay, all the way until about maybe before $19. So you have this range that you can decide to trade. So now it's literally right smack in the middle at 16 bucks, not moving anywhere. All right, and what you can do, okay, I'm addressing USD Tether, guys. Please don't talk about BTC at the moment. BTC you should be holding or hodling, whatever you guys want to put it. So the moment that if you guys are interested in ETC, ETC has a few things that are going to be coming up the next quarter. Okay, it's already the next quarter, but let me just, in the next 3 to 4 months. Firstly, they're gonna implement the new hard cap, okay, of 230 million onto mainnet. Now they're testing it on testnet at the moment. So the moment they bring it onto mainnet, that means it's finalized. It's gonna have a hard cap of 230 million ETC tokens ever gonna be in circulation. At the same time, also they are doing the test on I think. They're trying to launch the full beta for the Emerald wallet, or at least the Emerald project, okay? Because there's no suite of tools that they can actually use to develop at the moment, right? Because you want to allow third party, or at least it's an open source, so you can create stuff on it. So right now, I think there's only four ICOs that are launched on Ethereum Classic. And at the same time, integration of Ethereum Classic as in integration of the API to wallets is very difficult at the moment. So as you can see, there are very few wallets that actually can hold ETC, right? So this is something that we have to address and understand as well. Okay, now next I want to talk about is let me just go to the waves. Okay, waves, right, currently has been showing quite a bit of promise lately. Okay, waves. Waves was something that I picked up literally at the low, guys. I didn't pick up at the bottom, but I picked it up at about 0.0017. Okay, and I actually sold it off at around here, 0.0013. So now it's picking up some waves at this point at 0.0012 would be actually quite good. All right. So just to maybe draw a line for you guys so it's a little bit clearer. A horizontal line. Okay, horizontal ray. Okay, so this is where I would anticipate it to be. Okay, so if you can see 0.000127 is probably where you can pick it up, because okay, when you see the green candle, right? Like say for example this whole green candle, if you have a 70% pullback on this large green candle, and this is a one day candle, by the way. So if you see a pullback like this, I think, you know, more or less you can consider going in already. The volume is kind of okay, you know, it's not fantastic. Like I said, everyone's waiting around. What's up, John? Yep. You can't fast forward the video, man. It's live. You can probably watch it again. Okay, I'm banking on LTCF right now. Might lose some money this week. Yeah, okay, I agree. I'm in the same things as well. Okay, I'm in LTC. Okay, let's just put it where I am. I'm in LTC, I'm in Ethereum, I'm in ETC, I'm in BTC. I'm in Waves, I'm in ARC. I'm in Lisk. I am in Monero as well. I didn't pick up Dash because I think Dash, like I said, I was looking at Dash before the Apple announcement. I completely missed that. But in terms of, it was just a matter of choice. So since I was already in Lisk and ARC, which more or less have the master node, I guess it's just the same kind of technology. It's just that, like I said, Dash has established itself from a marketing perspective. Okay, they managed to seal the deal with seal the deal with Apple, as in Apple is willing to accept Dash as a form of payment. Yeah, so you know, it's fine. Okay, next, let's go to what's that? Shall we buy LTC now? Okay, okay, LTC against BTC, right? Doesn't look okay. LTC against BTC, I would say that the only way that LTC would benefit at this current juncture will be based on the uncertainty. Now, for LTC and everything else to benefit, you're going to have to see new money coming into the market cap. Is your price target for BTC 3,300? Sure, why not? I think it's possible. You know, it's highly possible, actually, if you think about it, because 3,300 is really achievable. Okay, look, BTC, right, is very different from how LTC activated SegWit, right? There was so much uncertainty shrouding BTC that I guess finally when they kind of signaled, it was like, okay, it was really a huge sigh of relief. But don't forget that a lot of ATMs are opening up, so I anticipate BTC to actually go up further, and this will probably affect LTC from a BTC perspective. That means LTC BTC pairings, but from a US dollar, because US dollar is actually very weak at the moment. Okay, because of the political, there's some struggles in the political side in the US that's caused, especially the quantitative easing, right? That's causing the US dollar to really drop. Now, I think it's, of course, the impeachment, you know, the potential impeachment of Donald Trump, because Trump is very pro-economy, pro-US stocks and stuff, you know, so I think the US dollar is taking a hit. I'm not sure whether is it on purpose to improve trade, but let's see how it goes. So US dollar, as you can see, is actually still against crypto against US dollars seems to be kind of okay. Now, if you ask me whether should you go into US dollar, LTC US dollar tether, I would say that if you're looking at the long term of LTC going up after August, yeah, fine. $45 now, it's okay because it's on the mid 40s. But personally, I'd love to pick it up at around the low 40s or even below, slightly below 40. But of course, I don't really see us having those days. But if you were to have a level, I'd say 42.23 would be okay. Right. Oh yeah, the MIT announcement. I don't know, man. The whole that was literally just taken away. I have no, okay. Although 10x. Okay, now with regards to 10x, right? 10x is okay. It's a small project, right? But they managed to raise, I think, 80 million. And I understand, yes, it is registered. I think it's a registered company in Singapore. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, it's just a payment processor, guys. So it's just dependent on how aggressive they are. I saw an article recently that they launched. I think is it on Cointelegraph or CoinDesk? You know, they are pretty aggressive. They're willing to pay for marketing. So let's just see how it goes. Okay. Any thoughts on GNT? GNT. Let's see. GNT. Okay, GNT BTC. Okay, let's look on Poloniex. Okay, way oversold. Okay, let's see. Let's check the RSI first. Okay, as you can see, right? I hope it's loaded. Okay. So, I've already answered the question, is it good to buy BTC right now? I already answered that question, man. Okay, so Golem is already way oversold for high term. Okay, based on the one-day charts, way oversold. It's in fact looking like it's turning back up into the... It looks like it's turning back up into the middle sweet spot of 70-30 on the RSI. You're overbought and slightly below. So I guess to recover back to, let's see whether it breaks the 13,000 Satoshi mark first. Okay, Golem is definitely more speculative, guys. Okay, the only way Golem is actually gonna see more improvements, they have such a long roadmap, like freaking 4 years. If they launch any other Golem, it's gonna be much later. Okay, it's gonna be very much later that they're gonna see some catalyst, and also it's kind of still on the speculative side for Golem. They don't have any product. We'll pull down for BTC is very low probability. Okay, let's see now. Did you discuss when you think BTC will make its move up or down, and what are your thoughts? Okay, John, to play safe, I guess we have to anticipate that they're gonna pull through. Network uncertainty everything has to go back to normal first. Once everything goes back to normal, transactions are smooth, and truly we see cheaper BTC. That means it was more or less a successful SegWit activation, and yeah, just like LTC, right? So that's my take. No, man, if you cut loss now, that's the worst move ever for come on, 11% on GNT is nothing, man. Seriously. IOTA. Sorry, I mean, I'm not covering IOTA, although it's in the top 10, but I have not had a chance to look at everything. What are your views on investing in Bitcoin? No, I have no views on investing in Bitcoin, man. That's like the BCN was a hype coin, and then after that, in the end, it fell flat. If you're talking about open source applications, I'd rather you look at Lisk. I'd rather you look at Stratus. These two. Okay. Was wondering, what are your thoughts about EOS, and if it's too early to buy in? Okay, EOS is definitely way too early to buy in, but you know what? So was Ethereum, right? And I understand that if you guys are subscribed to the Dollar Vigilante, he put up the buy call at one. Okay, I made a little bit of money on EOS myself. I entered EOS at 150 and I exited at 191. No, sorry, $2.08. EOS is, I think, on Kraken, right? Yes. Is EOS a scam? Okay, Moto, when you talk about cryptocurrencies being a scam, majority all start off as scams as per se. Because, let's just put it this way, if you think about everything just being in alpha or beta or just having a white paper, it's not possible. Right? It's not possible. Everything is possibly a scam. All right? The cryptocurrencies in the past are trying to prove themselves. The cryptocurrencies now are just trying to raise money. You know? So you have to try to decide which ones convince you the best. Okay, so would you say it's better to stay with 30% fiat now, anticipating lows, or hit bottom? 30% is fine. It's actually an okay ratio because you never know whether or not there's going to be an uncertainty pullback, and that's when you're supposed to go in. But currently, guys, let's just put it this way. Against BTC, all altcoins are at the low. Okay, all altcoins are really at the low. It's not the low when it almost hit 60 billion, but at the end of the day, you are going to see a higher market cap once the uncertainty pulls out. It doesn't make sense for the market cap just stay at 95 billion, guys. As you can see, right, the big money doesn't want to come in yet, and who knows, you may see the big money stay out for some time until the uncertainty blows over. So you have to be patient, perhaps middle of August even. You know, once the larger exchanges are giving the go ahead, you know, no one's gonna lose their coins for trading or transferring. It's more of transferring, you know, at the end of the day, transferring your coins, your Bitcoins across the network. Any thoughts on masternodes? Suggest, please. I believe in you. Okay, masternodes. Wow. Masternodes, I would say, are expensive in a sense compared to delegated proof of stake. I think if you're gonna be hunting for the cheaper masternode coins, good luck to you, because I really cannot validate whether or not these companies are genuine in their intention. I hope that makes it very clear for everybody. I think that question is a very good question. Because let's just put it this way. Masternodes are like fixed deposits. They are kind of wanting to lock your money in your wallet. And we do not know whether the companies themselves, do you know that they can just steal your coins, right? You can just backdoor the whole thing, right? It's like me starting a site and then you invest in it. Okay, there's a wallet as per se, the dashboard, and then from then, if you lock in your money, for every so-called transaction that your masternode processes, you're supposed to be given a reward. Now, in essence, usually people call this high yield investment programs. So you put in your money, at the end of the day, you're going to get a return for the amount of so-called the size of your package. So in a sense that, let's say for example, a masternode has a certain size, right? Can you own multiple masternodes? I think you can, but I think setting up a masternode is quite troublesome. I think you need to VPS it. So it's not, but a delegated proof of stake is more friendly, right? You're just staking it in your wallet. So I think, you know, it depends. It really depends. I have not entirely ventured into masternodes myself, because at the moment the market is bullish, or at least there's a lot of volatility. Why do I want to sacrifice my opportunity cost to lock myself in a masternode? Just saying. You think people will sell alts to get more BTC? Okay, wait. Let me just shift. Okay, so me? Okay, so you all can see me now, right? Okay, nice live stream. Okay, holding ETC now. Any idea when Emerald Wallet will be out? Storm Rider, I don't really know when Emerald Wallet is going to be out. It's just that it's in production. Okay, it's in production, so that's a good sign. Thank you, man. Thank you, Prakash. What do you like or dislike about its tech? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get your previous question. Bitshares. Okay, any thoughts on Bitshares for trading cheaper coins, good short-term percentage swings, and decent volume? Okay, Bitshares, right, has been actually, I actually looked at Bitshares quite a bit. Let me just go to the chart, okay? BTS. BTS. Okay, on the one day, okay. Just to answer our friend's BTS BTC question first, okay, guys. Currently now it's already being sold off, so I would anticipate that the euphoria would have died down for a bit. Use any BTC strength to pick it back up at 5,542. Be a little bit conservative, or you want to try 5785. 5785 would be an okay price to get back into your BTS, and you're not going to really swing it. You're just going to invest in it so that you can let it recover back to the 8,265 satoshis. That's what I would do. For the echo is back? No, I don't hear any echo. So much echo again. Hello, you guys have been hearing an echo? I don't hear an echo on my side. Can't see your screen and big. No, but can you see my face? That's the most important thing. There's a shit. And everything. Is it still live stream is offline now? Shit. I'm 90%. Can you hear me? I'm 90% USD tether. Should I buy some BTC now? Can you see now? Can you guys see? Okay. Let's just pull through, guys. Always it doesn't. Just listen to the content. Okay. I can't do Instagram streaming and show charts, man. Lisk. Yes, Lisk has a future. I am looking into Lisk. Okay, look, whatever future that Lisk has is dependent on how much adoption there is gonna be on blockchain applications. Now, from what I understand, right, blockchain applications are very powerful because it's cheaper for a small company to adopt blockchain applications or start their business on the blockchain. This is what I understand. Now, for bigger companies, it's actually going to cost you more to migrate or integrate the blockchain technology. It costs a lot for existing enterprise. Okay, so this is just my thoughts. Lisk and Stratus fall in these categories. Okay, so swing trading is fine, you know, but I think the best choice is to actually long-term hold stuff at this point until we start getting speculative again, because we had such a huge dip. If you guys didn't pick up anything during that time, it's a huge mistake. Do you still use bots? I don't use any bots. Okay, chart is back. Yeah, okay. My wife is feeling frisky. Can we go back to waves? I bought the dip. Want to know what you think the support and resistance levels are. Okay, let's see now. For you, sir. Wait. I'll get to ends. Don't worry, I'll get to ends. Okay, for waves, right? Yeah, picking up. Okay, I do not know what you picked it up at. Wait, let me see. Let's go back to your question. Okay. I bought the dip. Okay, then. So you bought the dip. What's your price? You didn't indicate your price. Okay, so if I assume that you bought the dip, right? Look, man, you better hold at least until the 154,000 Satoshi mark, right? If you bought the dip. That's what I would say. At least you see that's the initial resistance that you're gonna be seeing. Waves has good future, man. They just recently put out some advertising on Facebook, if you guys didn't notice. Ants info on Ants. Okay. I understand that Ants is a Chinese Ethereum. Okay, so let's just look at technicals. Alright, nothing much to... I mean, there's nothing much to comment because at the moment, Ants has its own... be on the higher... It's oversold. Okay, if you... Can you guys see? Wait, it's loading. Give me a second. Give it a second, guys. Come on. Okay, so it's now oversold. Sorry, overbought. I'm sorry. On the charts. I think okay, on my side is lagging. The stream health is red. But the RSI is showing that it's way overbought for Ants at the moment. I'd rather it taper off or consolidate first before entering. Okay, that's my thoughts. Thoughts about NEM. I have never bought NEM before. I find that their project is so quiet. I don't even know what's going on in the project that I cannot have a proper opinion about it. Siacoin to the moon. Yeah, maybe. How about Humaniq? Now Humaniq, okay, Humaniq is launching its beta app in August. So you have to wait. Use the momentum to if you bought, I'm not sure what price you bought in, but currently on the one day candles, right, is overbought. Okay, overbought. It's tapering off and it might come back down to 5,613 satoshis. That's my thoughts. But I would like to see a long-term, more of a long-term play overall. In the video, you had your wallet open and had a bunch of small transactions coming through. What are you talking about? Hey man, Ripple, Monero, good for long term? Okay, Ripple, I would say, is currently now getting shot down badly. You really have to hold long term for Ripple unless... I assume that you already have it. Monero, okay, yes. Monero has a strong team. Always, I hear a lot of good things about Monero being the leader in privacy coins. If it's anything, I see them improving on the project. Wow, what is CFI? Is that a coin? It's accumulation state right now after a huge bear channel. What is CFI, man? CFI? What's that? What on earth is that? Wow, okay, it's a new coin, right? Sorry, man, I don't have any knowledge about that. Yeah, well, you can. You should hold as much BTC, and then if you want, you can capitalize and dump it. But I tell you first that the price is gonna be affected overall. You're not gonna be able to see a 500 plus, and then after that your BTC won't be affected. It's gonna be kind of correlated. Co-founded? Man, that sounds weird. Crowdfunding? Oh, no. I'm not gonna. No, okay. I get a lot of emails from ICOs always wanting me to promote their ICO. All right, and just let me share with you. I actually for once I actually replied and I said sure. I went to check out the site. I looked for the team. I went back to the guy. I said, can you please send me your team? I want to see who are in your team. Then he was pretty honest. He told me, I don't have a full developer team. I actually did I subcontract my developer side. He didn't want to say where, and I have a small marketing team. So literally, guys, I could start up an ICO. Boom. I hope that answers your question. Civic is okay. There's no such thing as an expected return on August group. My August signals group, man. It's all based on the market. I agree, Gabriel. I feel that the technical okay. CFI is a top coin and company. Very good team. Well, if you believe so, then it's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna stick to companies that have proven themselves. I can't guarantee that there's gonna be. I can't guarantee that they've proven themselves until we see some products, right? It's just fair for me to say that. Is Pivix better than Dash? Okay, Pivix, right, is also a privacy coin. I think just like Cloak coin, right? So I guess it's a matter of cheaper, right? In terms of price perception, is cheaper. Then you have to ask yourself, what's the amount of cryptocurrencies when you compare both of them? In terms of Dash has a masternode, but what about Pivix? Does Pivix have a masternode or something like that? Ryan, can you speak about order management and how to generally get orders filled at the best price? Okay, I would rather speak about trade sizing, okay, or position sizing. So if you are having okay, this is how I usually trade, right? I'm a bit more aggressive, but being that I'm aggressive, I will go into a trade at a larger ticket size than what I would normally recommend. That's just me. So, but my levels that I enter to are actually relatively conservative, and I usually see very strong Fibonacci levels. So that is actually something that that you have to know, probably in the technical aspect, right? When you draw on your Coinergy, there are, like, for example, Fibonacci levels. So maybe let's go to something and then I can demonstrate. Let's just go to ETC for the sake of the demonstration, okay? Oh man, this is on BitTrax. Wait, give me a second. Well, because I believe in ETC, because at the end of the day, they are already going to launch it. You see, they already have the alpha. They're going to launch the beta. So it's just that. Some of these ICOs don't even have an app. Or if they create an app, it's just to so-called give you a product so that you're going to put in more money, right? So trust me when I say this, ETC is going to be a long-term buy. Whether you like it or not, it's the original Ethereum, guys. It's just that straightforward. Yeah, there you go. It's constantly in the top 10. I don't know which other ICO has proven itself over and over again. You know, if it was to dump, it would have dumped a long time ago. Okay, let me close off my RSI first. All this is just preference, guys. I'm not shilling, okay? This is just my preference. I've done like so much research on Ethereum Classic, even before Ethereum Classic was the current price. We're talking about when it was 130, 170, 99 cents kind of time, okay? So that's just my preference. It's either you buy or you don't buy. It's up to you. Okay, so let's just put it this way, okay? Just now back to the question about position sizing and so on and so forth. Can you see all these Fibonacci levels? Okay, if you all can see, as long as they line up very, very nicely, my money is more or less in at these points. So for example, let's just say you want to get into Ethereum Classic with Tether. So I will put my orders at 1432, and what kind of orders and the size, right? This I don't purposely want to get my order filled up if the market doesn't present itself, if you know what I mean. So I would be sticking to the Fibonacci levels quite religiously, because I think whenever there's enough price history in a particular cryptocurrency, Fibonacci levels are a very good gauge, right? And of course, based on the candles, how many candles are crossing a particular level. For example, if you notice the current Fibonacci level, the 0.618 has literally quite a few candles. If you notice, you have the candles here and here. You have a sudden sell down, a wick here. You have, of course, candles here as well, all crossing. So yeah, see, these are very strong Fibonacci levels that you can approach. Right? See, as you can see, if you look at the 0.5, there's literally no price history. Nothing. It's just one candle like that. Right? So now the next, now if you want to look at resistance, 1750 is a very good resistance. See, that's how you gauge, how you decide whether to take profit, whether to buy in. These are all the levels that you can look at. Is now a good time to buy ETC, or do you think that after August the 1st, the price would be better? Okay, ETC, please try to understand, right? ETC at the moment is okay, to answer what is the use case? The use case is a smart contract platform. It's just like Ethereum. Smart contract platform, you build stuff on it. Decentralized applications, IoT stuff. This is a good time to buy ETC. I would rather you buy it lower. It's like hovering there at the $16 mark for quite a while. And I anticipate that it should sell down a little bit more before you can pick it back up again. But you know, this price long term is fine. Do you think it is good time to cash Ants profit? Maybe put them in waves. That's your preference, by the way. It depends on how much profit have you made on Ants, right? Do you use leverage when you trade? No, John, I don't. Because at the moment now, I am very bullish about the market. Of course, if I'm bullish, why don't I use leverage? I think it's just a matter of discipline. I don't want to use leverage because at the end of the day, my ticket sizes are quite large. So I'm happy with making 5-10% on a trade. Okay, because the fact that the ticket size is huge, or at least 50,000, I'm very confident and happy with that return. I don't want to leverage, and in the end, you know, it swings the other way, and I get burned, right? And also, you know, 2.5 times leverage is not that bad. But I don't know, maybe next time, you know, when the markets are less volatile, I might consider leverage. Have you looked at Ubiq? Okay, Ubiq, I understand, is also another smart contract platform. It's just like for example, anything that has a masternode but not Dash. Do you mine any coins? Justin, no, I do not mine any coins. I think mining is very expensive in Singapore. I mean, you can do it, but I'd rather not do it. Yeah, at the moment. I do have friends who do it, but I'm not into mining. I'm more into trading. Do you day trade? Okay, I'm someone who trades 20% of the time in a month. If I see, for example, huge opportunities in a particular cryptocurrency, yes, I will definitely day trade it as per se. But when you talk about do I trade and look for something every day, no. Signals are not okay. Signals or indicators, right, are very specific. I look for very key indicators in a particular cryptocurrency. Have they been oversold? Have they been overbought? What is there any reversal patterns? You know, these kind of stuff, very basic. And if I see that in a particular cryptocurrency, yes, I will trade that pair for the day. Okay. The signals group form is in my description, so you can join there. It's basically I'm the signals group is still, I think it's still open. The form is because I'm gonna close off the registration at 15 minutes more, because we already are already overwhelmed already for the channel. I mean for the group. Ryan, so what do you do with 90% tether now? Wow, you have 90% tether? What were you doing, man? Why do you have 90% tether? Like, when it dropped to 60 billion, 75, below 75 billion, you should have bought something. Okay. You want to wait for a pullback in BTC and Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum, I think you better buy some Ethereum like at this price. No problem. With regards to the ETC comment, yeah, sure. You know, if you say they're late, you know, it's never too late for cryptocurrencies because they can always fork and form a better code. How do you join the group? The form is in the description. Ash, the form is in the description. You can check out the basic info. Hey, thoughts on Siacoin? How is the thoughts on Siacoin? Siacoin is okay. Let me give you technicals. Okay, there's so many people wanting to know about Siacoin. Let's just do the Siacoin. Okay, Siacoin is decentralized cloud mining, cloud storage. Yes, a cloud storage business. Okay, I guess look, it's already turning. In terms of let me look at the indicators. Okay, I don't want to give a random comment. Give me a second. Overbought, way overbought at the moment. I'd rather see it taper off first before re-entering. So your best bet is 342 satoshis. Okay. What do you think of Populous PPT? I think Populous PPT is a new Populous. Is it a banking crypto? If I remember correctly, Populous. I haven't looked at it. Okay, I have heard of it, but I haven't looked at it, so I better not comment. Oh man, Bet is a browser. I don't know whether, look, it's ultimately the community, man. The community, if the community picks it up, starts using the browser, everyone starts getting paid in whatchamacallit. Everyone gets getting paid in BET tokens to turn off their what do you call it, ad blocker, so that they can see ads. Sure, why not? You know, it just depends on the value. It's just like Steemit, right? Steemit gained a lot of value because a lot of internet marketers were using it, contributing their content to Steemit. Sure, it's fine. It might work. Who knows? I'm not sure about the traction, and it's very hard to track. I don't know whether there's a tracker to see how many users are there. If there are, it will be good. As long as it continues to grow in the next 3 to 6 months, yeah, you know, it could work. How is the community in Singapore regarding crypto? Heard in a lot of podcasts that all companies choose Singapore and Switzerland these days. Been to Singapore, it's an awesome place. Yes, okay, Singapore is starting to I think after Singapore, I think one of the banks are tokenizing the Sing dollar on Ethereum blockchain, and also banks are actually adopting the blockchain. So we are going to see this transition in the next 1 to 2 years, where the general public are going to be a little bit more aware about Bitcoin, because I do notice Bitcoin ATM starting to pop back up again. In 2013, 2014, 2015, around that period, I can't exactly remember, there were quite a bit of Bitcoin ATMs, but it failed. The business had to close down. Every single ATM was withdrawn from Singapore, except one in Chinatown, which was one very obscure place. But I saw one recently in the Central Business District. I'm not sure how many more are there, but usually when you use cash, it's not as favorable compared to you doing a wire or using an online platform. Monero, yeah, okay. I've got 10k USD right now. Should I go BTC or alts? I would say you want to do a 50-50. Okay, Underground King. 50% in BTC, hold, and then your alts will be basically whatever favorite that you found, right? Anything that is, look, once, okay, it's a challenging question to tell you whether or not money is going to flow back aggressively, but at least you can see for the past few days, it has been hovering at the 95 billion, above 90 billion market cap. It didn't drop below 85 billion. I think the money wants to stay in. The volume for BTC is low, but that just goes to show that people want to hold BTC until everything. That means literally they're pulling the money away from the exchanges. They're keeping it. So no one is going to be letting go of their BTC. If it's anything, they're probably going to be buying BTC. Okay, look. Veritasium, okay. I think it's all, like I said, there's a certain level of pump and certain level of hype. So it just depends, okay, how people look at it. Okay, guys, I think we have come to an hour already. I hope that everyone has enjoyed this live session. I will be doing more live sessions in future, and oh yes, before I wrap up, the overall market cap at the moment, for I think for the overall market cap, I would say that it's gonna see at least 150 to 200 billion, as long as the network is stable. Okay. That is more achievable for whatever rubbish market cap that I've seen out there. Okay, 3 to 6 months for it to increase another 50 billion to 100 billion is really a lot. And it's going to pull back at least 30% by the end of the year, 30 to 40% at the end of the year. So try to be a little bit more cautious. Now would be a time to enter with more money at this period. Okay, stay invested and make sure that you are going to take profits gradually, so that when you have the pullback at the end of the year, the take profit pullback at the end of the year, or any kind of crashes, you always have money left behind. Okay? The signals group, you can join it because there's the form in the the description. In 24 months, 1 trillion for sure. Okay. Bro, if that were the case, I will definitely donate some money to you, bro. Like for sure, Prakash, not a problem. Okay, I will definitely put some money in your account for sure. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if the chat was a little bit laggy and stuff like that, but like I said, going forward, we're gonna have more live chats. I just had I bought 2 monitors. Gonna have more live streaming. I think it's fun. It's interactive, and yeah. Stay vested in the cryptocurrency markets, but don't forget to take profit. Spend time with the family, spend money, spend holiday with the family and loved ones. That kind of stuff. All right, take care and God bless. Oops, need to off this shit.